Have you been feeling miserable, but you're not sure why? It could be that you're not getting what you need. In today's episode, I will help you get clarity on exactly what it is you need so that you can identify which areas to address so you can feel healthy and fulfilled. Stay tuned! Hey powerhouses, I am Coach Marissa Reyes at The Power Within, empowering health and fulfillment. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm an empowerment coach, teacher, and entrepreneur. And I'm here to help you feel strong and confident by offering practical strategies, tools, and support to move you forward. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon down below so that you are the first to know when I have a new video come out. Stick around because at the end, I've got a free quiz for you so that you can help see where you're at and also track your progress on building your resilience. It is no fun when you are feeling miserable, but you can't figure out why. So people are asking you, what's wrong? And you're like, I don't know. Isn't that frustrating? Especially because they're like, how can you not know? Now you feel worse, right? So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna help you identify the core of who you are so that you know exactly what you need in life so that you can determine if there are areas that are out of balance and you're not getting what you need. You can identify that quickly so that you can take action to transform the situation that you're in. So let's get started. There are lots of signs that we are not getting what we need. It could be that you're feeling stressed, your anger and resentment might be building. You might not feel very good. So there could be pain like headaches or digestive issues, or you're not sleeping well. Or the biggest one for me is always I don't want to do this anymore. But you can't really say why, it just feels so terrible. So the clarity that you're gonna get today is going to help you both in your relationships and also in the work that you do, whether it's paid or volunteer. The first thing we're gonna do today is identify your deal breakers. These are the things that you just can't tolerate, whether it be in a relationship or in your work world. So these are the things that make you feel awful. And we're gonna create a list of those today, usually 5. What I have found out is like if 1 or 2 of the deal breakers are happening, we're feeling uncomfortable, we're not really satisfied, but it's tolerable. When you have like all of the deal breakers happening, that is a recipe for misery. So having this awareness was really gonna help you figure out what's going on, why you feel terrible, and what you can do to fix it. The beauty of deal breakers is once you know these, they give you permission to get out of a situation, whether it be a work-related thing or a relationship that you're in, without being a quitter. So I don't know if you have the same challenge as me, but I will persevere through anything to my own detriment, letting my health go, letting my happiness go, letting my fulfillment go, because I'm not gonna quit. So if you also find yourself stuck in that place, the deal breakers are gonna give you so much freedom, because the reason we have this list is when we look at it, this is our freedom tool. It's gonna say, hey, if these things are happening, you do not have to stay in this situation. That's what's super exciting about deal breakers. We're also gonna figure out the flip side of those. So what is it that you need? So if these are the things that you absolutely cannot tolerate, then what's the opposite of that? Or what is it that you need then? How do we create our list? So most people find it easiest to start with the things that they can't tolerate. I want you to think back on perhaps a job that you chose to leave, a relationship that you needed to end because it wasn't working for you. Those are the best places to start because it's gonna come to you pretty easily like, oh yeah, this is what was going on there and I can't deal with that. So what I want you to do is think of either a term or a phrase that describes what's going on there. Some examples of deal breakers. So some of mine are unclear expectations. That is a deal breaker for me. So what I need then are clear expectations. For me, micromanagement is a deal breaker for sure. You could be a person who actually really likes micromanagement and you don't like all the autonomy that comes with a certain style of management. These are uniquely for you, so that's why they help identify the core of who you are. What I want you to do is just on a sheet of notebook paper, you're gonna create a list, number it 1 to 5, and start identifying what those deal breakers are, and then the flip side of that would be the need. So sometimes it's really easy, like trust and distrust, or respect and disrespect. And sometimes it's a little bit more complicated because you want the word that really feels like, yes, that's the thing, that's it for sure. So if you have a term that you're kind of like, is it about like creativity or is it something much broader than that? By digging a little bit deeper and asking yourself some more questions, you can really find the word that best suits you. And that's really important in this. These words have to be your words. They have to represent you. Don't use a term like discombobulation if you would never ever say that. Maybe what you would say is chaos isn't good for me. How do we use our deal breakers? So once you've got your list made of your 5 at least deal breakers, this is going to need to go somewhere where you can easily access it. Some people have it posted like right in front view, somewhere at home or somewhere at their place of work. I've got mine in a file somewhere so I can easily pull it out and be like, why do I feel so crappy? And then sure enough, I'm gonna look at that list and be like, oh man, like 4 of the 5 deal breakers are happening. What do we do with these then? The beauty of the deal breaker list is that it helps you identify which problems are going on so that you can address them. It's really going to vary from person to person what you're going to do about a particular situation. If this is like a loved one and the relationship is really, really important to you, then it would be worth it to have a discussion with that person about what your needs are and what it is you would like to see. In fact, I'm going to have a video coming up that walks you through exactly that process. So I'll be sure to link it here once it's made. So that's one option. Another option is for you to look at the situation and say, is it worth it for me to stay here? Most of the time, the best course of action is going to be to advocate for yourself first. If you've been advocating for yourself in the past with this person, whether it be your boss or a coworker or a family member or, a fellow volunteer, and they are dismissing you and they're like, yes, oh, sure, we'll totally work on this. And again and again and again, it keeps on coming up and they're showing no signs of changing their behavior. That is a point at which it's okay for you to tap out and say, you know what, this isn't working for me. I give myself permission to leave here. This isn't good for my health. I'm not getting what I need. I will seek opportunities elsewhere. So it can also help in ending a relationship or perhaps moving that person out a peg. So if you think of your sphere of the world as a bullseye, the people that you are closest with would be the dead center, and that's going to be like 5 people or less. And then you have the rings that circle around that, and those are the different levels of depth and intimacy that you have in relationships. And so what you might find out is that this is a person that you're just going to move out a couple of circles to, I'm not going to be talking to this person every day. Maybe at family occasions would be fine if that's like once or twice a year. There may be some other situations in which you just got to put the boundary out there and say absolutely not. And so those are those videos that will be coming soon to walk you through exactly what that process looks like. I hope that you found this information helpful. If you want to see exactly where you're at on your journey of building resilience, I've got a free quiz. It'll be linked down below that you can download to assess yourself. It's just 10 questions and it'll quickly give you a snapshot of where you're at on that journey. And the really cool thing about it is you can use it again and again as you've done more work and progressed on your journey so that you can actually see the progress that you're making. If you find that you are stuck in making your list of your deal breakers and your needs, this is a perfect place for clarity coaching, and it's super fun to do, and it's way easier to have somebody else asking the questions and kind of facilitating that conversation for you. So we can easily do that in something like clarity coaching. So there'll be a link below for that as well if you are interested. Okay, powerhouses, that was the core of who you are, helping you identify exactly what you need in life. Up next in Resilience 101, we'll be talking about how to give yourself permission to say no so that you can call back your power. Now, I want to hear from you. How will you use what you've learned today? What themes did you see on your list? And how has this clarity helped you? So be sure to share your answers in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Want more tips like these for free? Be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out all the other empowering videos on my channel. I believe in you. You can do this. I am Coach Marissa Reyes at The Power Within, empowering you, body, mind, and soul.